Hello, stuff lovers and fellow pickers. We are here. We are back. My cat is meowing and chortling, so if you hear cat noises, that's what it is. It's been a really long time. It's been too long. I'm very sorry. This is so much fun being with you and showing you hauls of stuff. So hopefully we can just enjoy this video for what it is. We've been picking a lot, actually. We've been very fortunate to find a good deal. We've been very busy, which I'm not sure exactly why, but it seems like throughout the pandemic I was more busy than usual. I'm working from home, so I don't have to commute. This should be giving me back some time. I don't know about you, but that's the way it is here. So let me tell you that the last weekend, a couple days before the weekend, there didn't seem to be any garage sales predicted for the upcoming weekend. We're like, yeah, maybe a couple, and all of a sudden it was like garage sales were everywhere. There was a community sale here and another thing there, and we didn't know where to start, but we just picked a thing. There was one sale that was closest to us, and we thought, well, we'll start there because it's close anyways, so when we get there we'll be all set. We'll be there early and we'll see what they've got to offer. And it was like a moving sale, which always sounds like there's going to be a lot of stuff. So we were all set to go at about 8 o'clock until my husband realized that he'd left his wallet at our friend's the night before. And so he went to get the wallet, kind of all the way downtown, maybe 15 to 20 minutes, and he came back, and then that. And so by the time we went to the first sale, it was about 9 o'clock, which is fine, it turns out, because we got there and there were tons of stuff. We weren't expecting this. It feels like recently, whenever we go to garage sales, whether community sales or just regular garage sales, there's, you know, an okay amount of stuff, but not usually tons. And the prices are a little high, maybe, you know. This sale was just like, when we got there, we saw there was a lot of stuff. There were a lot of people. So again, we thought, ooh, maybe they're getting all the stuff we want. It turns out they didn't. I don't know. It was like there were no pickers there. They were just waiting for us. I don't know. It was a magical sale. So one of the first things I grabbed when I got there was this decanter, which I quite like because I love the aqua color. I love that it's a really nice style. It has an interesting form with the ball stopper that you drop in the middle of this little, almost like a glass shaped top. Love the effect. I got it for $1. There was nothing more to say about that than yes. Then I got this nut cracking bowl with all the accessories and an extra nut cracker. So basically I got this, the decanter, and a flip clock that was just $2. It wasn't particularly good, but I thought we'll try it anyways. It turns out the flip numbers don't work. We'll see if it's worth selling for parts or anyways. So and for all of that, the man running the sale only asked me $5. So I was delighted. The man was just so accommodating. He was like, no, everything's on sale, you know. This I've seen before, and I do like that the wood is like a root, a tree root, natural wood, and I don't really have any idea. I wasn't going to comp that. There were things everywhere. I just decided to pile things and keep buying. and my husband as well. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get 20, 25, something like that. Okay, continuing along with this sale. So there was a box, there was some jewelry in it, fair to middling, nothing that great. Plastic beads, most of it. But there was this intriguing tie clip that I just grabbed because I thought, well, first of all, the little house there is like a house you find in Holland, you know, those kind of narrow, tall houses. And after loading it in and getting it home, I saw that the box was inscribed this. And that looks to me like it is from Holland, as far as I can tell. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyways, that it seems to say, you know, gold and silver crafters. And this is marked actually, and we probably won't see it, but there's a little mark there, and I'm pretty sure it says 925. So I think the very top of the pin is silver. And I was really satisfied with that because once my husband gathered many things together, he was able to get a really good deal from one of the guys running this sale. Now, the flip side of the coin, when I got there, I looked at the decanter, at all of that. My husband just froze in place and saw this box that I couldn't see from where I was standing. And he just says, I've got to get this box. He looks at me and all he's saying is, this box. I'm going to get this box. Oh yeah, I'm getting this box. Okay, I guess he's getting this box. So I thought, obviously, this is not just one item. It's like several things, and he's thinking of buying the whole thing. I don't know what it could be. Well, it turned out to be big box games, which are collectible. And certainly he paid about $1.50 a piece. There were quite a few, I don't know, like 12 or something. You know, they'll go maybe for like $10 to $30 depending on the title. So I was thrilled for him. I love it when he gets a good score because it's exciting, you know, and I'm really happy to see that we got something fun and interesting. Same kind of deal. Duke Nukem 3D. And so he got that box of games and then a pile of all these other things that we had found. And he got all of that for $40, I think. Because aside from the games, everything else we had found, the gentleman who ran the sale just marked as $1, $1, $1. So, yeah, it's just absolutely terrific. I mean, in this one box where there seemed to be little bits of electronics and boxes and doodads gathered, we started digging in. My husband is going, oh, what's in there? What's that? And I'm digging to the bottom of the box and I'm going, and he found, so Game Boy games, Pokemon Gold, Red, Silver. I'm just digging through the box going, I recognize these little things. I know what they are. I know they have some value, maybe $30 to $40 a piece. It's all very sellable, collectible things, and rather commercial, and always fun for us to sell because we know there's going to be return, a good return, and it allows us buying things where you may have to wait a little bit, like some of the jewelry, some of the glassware or china may take a while. Some of it may not be worth as much, you know, but then it gives us the option to wait a bit while we're selling this stuff. But anyways, it's rare that we get something like a Pokemon game for $1 a piece. it was amazing. And on top of that, all sorts of little things. These filters that we don't really know what they are. We will find out some more. I found a fossil watch, which is good, you know, maybe $20 to $30, something like that, in its box. That was $1 too. Some ink, that was $1. Little Rubik's slide game, that was $1 too. Did the camera come from there too? No, it didn't. We got a camera. It was just a few dollars. It'll probably be 20 bucks. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, from that place, just this giant stock of extra things. They were all $1 a piece, and we just got a big stack of fun things. So that was an incredible sale. And then on the high of that sale, you know, some other games that were in that sale as well. We went on to some other sales that proved to be quite nice as well. Okay, this sale. These people had incredible prices. And my husband paid $1 a piece for 2 of these hats. We don't necessarily seek out hats. We don't see a lot of hats that would have real value, I find, like real sports hats and, you know, things from events or really decorated things. But this, he looked up and said, they're about maybe 15 bucks a piece, shipped probably. But he paid $1 a piece. That's another good little find. This was also in the $1 a piece at that other sale. And it's Kathy Winkle. It's sort of MCM, you know, it's mid-century. I like the colors, the pattern very much. A gravy boat. There's going to be all sorts of, you know, Thanksgiving is just around the corner. Not really, but you know what I mean. It's coming up. People will be using serving pieces. So at the same place where we got these hats, I'm going to put this over here and show you something else. I started looking at some dolls and some doll clothes. And I'm always weary because nowadays when I go to these places where they have dolls, they start telling me right away that it's Monster High. So, you know, online they go for this much. So I was like, I don't know. I got a Bratz, a Ever After doll. She's missing a hand, unfortunately, but all the same, and another Bratz. When I walked up to the young lady running the sale, she said, oh yeah, I said, how much for your dolls? And she said, oh, 50 cents for all 3. So yeah, then it gives you that freedom, you know, of thinking, well, if one of them is missing a hand, or if it takes a while to sell, or sorry, I only have 50 cents in it, so what does it matter? You know, it can take its time. I asked her how much for this bag of Build-A-Bear clothes, and she said $1. So that gave me the freedom to buy the Beard-A-Bear? A Beard-A-Bear. I bet you there are quite a few people who would enjoy a Beard-A-Bear. It gave me some freedom to buy the Build-A-Bear lot of clothes because I've bought some before. They're not a fast mover for me, and I don't know how much I want to pick up this stuff anymore. But for $1 the whole thing, you know, I'm thinking I can do little lots or a big lot. I'll just show you a little sample. I have this wonderful wedding dress for Build-A-Bear, and even her garter. I thought that was amazing. Lots of very cute some denim. Okay, she has these shoes that have a heel. So really cute. I'm looking forward to going through this and making little sets and, you know, finally selling them. I'm going to put this in here where I can't kick it. And then at the same sale, before I left, and my husband bought he bought a golf club at that sale too, which was just like $5. It's a golf club that could be about maybe $30, maybe a little more, I can't remember. Young lady who was there, and she said, oh, you know, we just decided to get all of our toys from when we were kids sold, you know. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. She let me know that the bags were $2, which is very reasonable. This is a Victoria's Secret. I know that some of them can do well. I think this is a very cute clutch kind of thing. I even wondered if it could be like a little laptop or netbook bag clutch. I'm not sure. Clutch probably. Anyways, this is not something that I've seen go for much online, but you know, $2, I feel like even if I sell it for $10 plus shipping, Kate Spade. I always love picking up some Kate Spade stuff. I think it's very elegant and fun, and she was a good designer. And something like this, I find, again, it's not going to be a lot of money. Let's say $14 shipped, you know. I paid $2 for it, but it's almost like a sure sell. I find that it's very likely that people are going to collect this and use it, and more than some no brand thing. This is my winner because it's new, hasn't been used. The handle is still wrapped up in plastic, and there's a tag here. And it's Victoria's Secret, and it's all sequiny and beautiful and quite large. And I saw that I think it goes for between maybe 30 to 40. I paid $2. From that sale, I also got Mickey from Mickey on Ice. Mickey on Ice. Disney on Ice. You know, there's a few dollars there. It was 50 cents. Honestly, I bought a small bag of minifigs from the same people, and another bag with some other toys in them. So it's fun to go through all of it and find out what it is and what set it belongs to and all of that. And the bag cost me 50 cents, and there were 35 cents in it. Yes, I say, just do it. Grab the stuff that is cool. What else am I going to show you? I'm going to show you this blue and white stuff. And I'm going to show you some jewelry after that. And, well, I think I'm going to show you the blue and white stuff in the first place. It's kind of here. At this other sale we went to, we saw this blue and white china. I'm very familiar with the pattern. It seems like this pattern has been repeated by different types of factories and different people over time. I think Spode does something a lot like that, and there was something else like a Dresden thing. Anyways, this one is marked Denmark, and then, but it's not made in Denmark, it's made in England. That's the name of the pattern for them. Denmark, let me see again. It says something else. Furnivals Limited, made in England. And you've got a gravy boat with a lovely little plate. You've got the platter. I've got 2 functional plates with that because one of them had a crack and we had to throw it out, and a milk jug. And the woman said, how about 20 bucks? I said, I hesitated for a minute. She said 15. I said, yeah, that sounds great. The plates seem to go maybe between $20 and $30 each. So I can only imagine that the gravy boat with its cute little platter and that, you know, there's some value. There's definitely more than 15. And it's, I think it's quite a collectible style. I also got from the same woman this sugar bowl by Fitz and Floyd. It's carrots. By itself, I don't know how much it's going to make, but she threw it in with all of that because I asked her. With the milk jug, it would go for about $40. So I don't know, maybe 12 bucks. It's fine. I will tell you a little story from a previous weekend when we went picking, and I found this lovely perfume bottle. It's nothing extraordinary, it's pressed glass, but I like the shape and I really love the 1920s feel. Quite elaborate. The stopper has no chips. It's in good condition. There was another bottle just the same. They're supposed to be a pair. I hadn't even picked it up, and the woman whose stall it was started telling me that they were good, they didn't have any chips, they were in perfect condition. And then I started examining them because I will only trust myself when it comes to these things. It's not that I mistrust people, but I know how easy it is to overlook a little flea bite, a crack, anything. Maybe you're too familiar with it also. Maybe she'd had it for a while and she hadn't noticed, you know. So I'm like, and I'm examining the whole thing, and I couldn't find anything wrong with them, you know. So I hand her the $5 we'd agreed on for the 2 bottles. And just afterwards, I turn it around and I see that there's a great big chunk out of one of those spiky bits. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to ask for my money back because this one is chipped. So she was quite sheepish, but you know, I was like, no, don't worry about it. I know how it is. Sometimes you don't notice and it's fine, you know. But she agreed to sell me just this one for $1, so all is not lost. I still like it. Okay, what I wanted to show you, but it's a little tricky because it's a big thing and there's stuff in it. But at the sale where I picked up the other bags, I also found this bag. This Coach bag with its little key charm, which I thought was very sweet. I love the color, of course. And I mean, it's a pretty large tote kind of travel size Coach bag, which was $2. I think I should be good for maybe 40. It's got just a little wear kind of, yeah, I've got to wash a little bit under the zipper, but we should be good. I want to make sure that I show you just a little bit of jewelry that I found on that day. This is not spectacular, but it is Anne Klein. I like her jewelry. I think it's usually quite elegant. Some of it is quite well received and sought after, but I don't know, faux pearls, and we'll see. You know, I paid $2.50 for it. We'll see if I can get 10, 12, 15. And there was also this. And And so I had a look, and it looks like it is marked 925, which means it's silver. Brought it to pay and said, how much is that? And the woman was kind of like, well, so, you know, this is silver because it's dark, she told me. And I thought to myself, well, it could be silver plate because that would be dark too, but I was not going to quibble. I just wanted the jewelry and then to go on to my other sales. So she said $10, and I thought that was reasonable because it's got this big chunk of mother of pearl, which is quite luminous in the middle. I like the type of bracelet. It's a clamper bracelet. Like that it's very well set, full of marcasites. I'm thinking it's not that old. Like I'm thinking maybe, you know, what, 20s, 30s, maybe 40s, but maybe it's a little older. Hard for me to decide so far, but certainly I like it, and we'll try to get an okay price on it. I think that I may try and wrap this up because I've been showing you a lot of stuff. You're going to get stuff exhausted, and I wouldn't want that. And I hope you've been finding a lot of fun things that are spectacular, and that you've just been having enough time to enjoy the whole process of picking. And I hope to speak to you again very soon as we bring you more things we found. Take it easy.